Collaborative Grouping by Rachel Hubbard. The method that I chose to use is with popsicle sticks. All you need to have to do this method is a package of multicolored popsicle sticks and a Sharpie. Um, you can get three different groups out of this one method, so you can have them be placed by color, you can have them placed by number, and you can have them placed by shape. The first one that we're going to talk about is by color. In this picture you can see that I have a red, yellow, orange, green, and a blue group. Once I split the popsicle sticks up into groups, I numbered them 1 through 5 so that each group would have 5 sticks. Now this means that I would have a class of 25. If I only have a class of say 20, then I could do 5 groups of 4 or 4 groups of 5 or however I chose to do it. It's pretty flexible how you choose to do it. So now that I know I have them into groups by numbers, we'll talk about the numbers one. So whereas the other group was all the same color, each of these numbers groups should have one of each color. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 group, and each group has different colors. Once I split them into colors, I drew shapes on each of them. So there's a circle, star, heart, triangle, and a square. So each 2 has a different shape, each 5 have a different shape, each 3 has a different shape, making sure that each color also has a different shape. Because now that we're into the shapes are also all different colors and all different numbers. So it was a little tricky to get them spaced out the correct or labeled the correct way, but it's awesome, I think, because in one method you get 3 different grouping that you can do. So in just one method, all the child has to do is pick out a stick out of a bucket, or you can purposefully give them a stick, but you have color, number, and shape. So in those 3 groups, you could have a personality grouping, you could have a mixed ability grouping, and you could have a light grouping all together. Because if you purposefully say, okay, well, here's my strugglers in math, so I want all of them to have green, so that I know when I call for colors, they will be together so that I can go and help them with their specific needs. But on the other hand, if I want there to be a group of mixed ability, I can make sure that I give too low and too high the number 3, so that when I call numbers, I know that they're working together and the high students can help the low students, and it's good. And then on the other hand, if I want there to be a group that has like personalities for a specific topic, I can give them all hearts that have a certain type of personality. So I think it's really awesome that in as simple as pulling a stick or handing out a stick, you have 3 groups that could be as versatile as you need it to be. As far as how often, I mean, you could do it once a week, you could do it once a month, you could do it once a grading period. I think once a week is a little much. They wouldn't ever get a chance to get used to each other. But once a month, once a grading period, it depends on how well they work in their groups, how often you choose to change them. Methods of data collection, I really feel like that goes back into, you could have your color groups be personality groups, you could have your number groups be mixed ability groups, and you could have your shape groups be likability groups. I think it's awesome the wide range of variety that you could have within this one method. As far as if somebody were to walk into my room and wonder, well, what do her groups look like? I think that I would have a spot on my whiteboard that I have students' names on with magnets on the back of them, and I can always just rearrange that however I need to rearrange that and put students under the correct colors, shapes, whatever. I can put their groups together all in one spot so that you walk in, you can see what they need, and they know what they need. I don't think I would let them keep their popsicle sticks because students quite often lose things that are small like that. So I would take them back up and have it written down somewhere for my use, and then have it up on the board somewhere for their use.